Good Sunday evening. Yes, it is on YouTube at NoMoreChiskisLies YouTube. You should have that already. Good evening. Yo, Mike, Manhattan. Dude, I love Manhattan. I was there a few times in 95, 96. It's been a while. One of the few places you can get out. I had dinner, went back to the hotel, took a nap. I got up, I don't know, around 10 or 11, and I just walked. I walked all around till like 4 in the morning. Oh, and I was there the day that JFK Jr., remember he disappeared when he got on his plane and he took off? I was there that weekend. I was there at the Javits Center when he took off and got in his plane, and the next morning when he wasn't there, and then when they found him, I was there those few days. Never forget. Hey everybody, Karen, Cheryl, Janice, Juju Bean, hey Sheila. Mr. Contreras, how you doing? Christy, what's up? Bonnie Lewis. Bon. I'm glad there's a Bonnie to overlook the other Bonnie, which turned out to be that you guys know. If you know, you know. Yeah, whenever you see me say CST and I put, show that 9:30 CST, that's crackhead standard time. So just so you know. Don't forget that. Hillary Wilson's in the house too. Hey, Valley Girl, Linda. So, actually, I was going to go live on the other page, but I kind of messed it up a little bit. That's okay. Yes, I'm wearing this. Cub season is in full effect, and I do a lot of that. I wanted to tell you guys, I don't know how many of you actually look at the things that I post. Hang on, I gotta lower this volume. I know. So let me do that. A few things I want to talk about. So if you guys actually follow my feed, I posted something last week about Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck. Anybody see this? So there have been a couple of, I did a live video. Remember, some of you remember. Vanessa invited Dre McCray. Remember Slay with Dre? Where she invited her to go live. This was a couple of years ago. And I got a phone call. I was already in bed. And somebody called, you know who you are, and said, hey, you got to go live. Vanessa invited Dre to her show. Like, what? I was like, oh, I'm a sleep already. She goes, no, you got to do it. I think you should stream it. And I streamed it. And that video went viral for like over 300,000 views. I think it's just over 300,000 views. So that went crazy. And then most of my other ones have not been that wild, all right? To be honest. So last week, I posted about Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck, what's going on. Are they going to get divorced, or she should retire? She shouldn't have done that documentary. So, I opened it up for discussion, right? I've been following those numbers. And everybody's commenting. Everybody's got their opinion on J-Lo. Some don't like her. Some love her. I got a whole bunch of leave her alone. This is none of your business. Why are you commenting? Like blah, blah, blah. So I looked up the particulars. That post has been viewed over 1 million times, almost 1,200,000 times. That's how many views it's got. It's got over 2,000 comments, over 2,000 or 3,000 reactions or something like that. It's gone nuts. And everybody giving their opinion. And, I posted other things, murders and crimes and politics. And even Vanessa. But J-Lo is just a popular thing to talk about. I imagine it's not even Ben Affleck. I'm sure it's the J-Lo factor. And the documentary she did, and I know people do documentaries about themselves. I get it. But that one that she did, which is on Netflix, it just rubbed people the wrong way. I mean, I wasn't crazy about it. I know she was promoting herself, but she was crazy. Like, I don't know. I was trying to figure out what her problem is. And as I'm filtering through the comments that say, mind your own business or leave them alone. Why do you have to bother them? It's like, I mean, I'd be flattered if she actually read my post. I don't think she is. Pretty sure she's not. So I'm not bothering them. And which I think is funny. And I've said it a few times, hey, I'm posting this. I just want to start a discussion. I want to know people's opinion on what they think, what's happening to her career. Why does it seem to be on a decline? And then it starts coming out. She's mean to people. She's not very nice and all this kind of crap. It's like, I was hoping she wasn't like that. My kid who lives in Miami has had a few run-ins with her at the gym. So they've worked out. I want to say they've worked out together. But the reality is, my kid was there working out while J-Lo was there working out. But it sounds better to say, oh yeah, they worked out together at the gym. Or, yeah, they worked out together. And from what she gathered, she was okay. She wasn't a biatch or anything like that. Hey, Jenny Marie, April, Linda Cruz, hey there. Chris Baker, what up? Hi, Paige, Karen, Lavina, how you doing? Hey, Amber, and anyone else who joined us, welcome. Just want to talk a little bit of stuff, and I got a little video to play too. I'm gonna do a little vintage Vanessa. She hasn't been on. It's been about 3 weeks. The last time she was on was May 10th or 11th. Just over a couple of weeks on YouTube. So we'll get to that too. I just wonder if she's Indian Warrior. Hey, I wonder if, man, she must have been restricted for a good while because she's been offline from Facebook it's been over 30 days already. I wonder if it's a permanent ban. Yes, right? NoMoreChiskisLies in the house saying it's been quiet, it's been peaceful. Like it has been. There have been some other pages having their little brackets or whatever, and not interested in any of that stuff. There's enough people to cover all that, and so yeah, it has been quiet. But then it also had me going back thinking, we shouldn't. There are some people who still don't know her whole story or the whole story or a good part of the story. All they have are these little sound bites and little video clips, right? If I'll stow it up, Nicole, and Chris. So in the next few days, maybe probably for the next couple of weeks, we're gonna pick some vintage VT Chronicles videos and stream those and revisit the past, anywhere from 2 to 4, 5, 6 years ago. See what we can come up with. And it should be interesting, especially for those of you who don't know a lot about her past. Kimberly Ann, welcome. Over 30 days, looks kind of like she might be banned for good. Yeah, no, I know people who've been restricted for like 45 days, and some for 90 days. So they vary. I just don't know how I don't know. It'd be nice to know how long, just to know. Kind of poke the bear, and, tease a little bit. That'd be fun. Mostly curiosity. Hi, Rose. Thanks for stopping by. Hey, Lisa. So the JLo thing went nuts. That post, if you haven't been to it, you can go check it out. If you feel like giving your opinion, feel free. If you don't, that's okay too. And I've got another Jennifer Lopez related post, which I'm going to put up, and that's going to cause, I can see it now. That's going to cause somebody's going to be angry, and it's going to be, so I read something about her daughter, or is it son? She's got twins, a boy and a girl. I think it's her daughter. But I'll just wait and I'll put it together. I'll post it. I got photos and everything, and I'm gonna make some people angry with that. I mean, I'm not trying to make people angry, but I just want to start a discussion. That's my whole thing. Start a discussion, get the interaction. Love reading the comments, even if they're attacking me. I don't care. They're not attacking me. They don't know anything about me, so I don't really care. But just interesting. It's interesting. I find it fascinating how people feel about celebrities and their opinions on, how they lead their lives and how they should handle their marriage and what they should do with their careers. And personally, I think JLo needs to lay back for a while, quit trying to be in the spotlight. Everybody knows, fine, you're a superstar. You're a diva. Okay. You don't have to keep putting yourself out there and trying. I think she's trying to match or top Taylor Swift. I don't think it's going to happen. But JLo's in her own category, so I don't see why she would try to do that. So I've got another post on JLo and some of her, an issue or two. And then there was another issue. I had an issue with and this was a couple of years old, and I just found it because someone just posted it. Anybody see the movie Philadelphia with Tom Hanks? Remember that? Hey, Sarah. Jenny, thank you so much. Hey, Chris. Dr. Cherie, how are you, doctor? Remember Philadelphia with Tom Hanks? Well, they asked him about that movie now, and they said, could that movie be made now? And he said, no. And he expanded on that. He said he doesn't think that a straight man would be able to do the role of a gay guy, considering the current climate. In other words, how woke everybody is. And that bothered me. I'm like, why? What? And then the whole thing about woke and that argument has come up before. Oh, and then they brought up the other Tom Hanks movie. What's it? Lieutenant Dan, Forrest Gump. People were mad that an actual person with disabilities was not used in that wheelchair. Somebody without legs wasn't used in that movie. And Tom Hanks, I think now, is saying that they would have to find somebody without legs. They would have to find an actual gay guy that could act, or someone LGBTQ or whatever, that they couldn't make that movie nowadays. And he said he wouldn't make it nowadays. And I'm like, oh, come on, man. I like Tom Hanks. Don't get into that woke stuff. It's like, I like Robert De Niro. But since he started going woke and all his politics, which I don't agree with, I've had to learn how to separate the actor from the rest of his life. Like, I don't want to hear his politics. I don't want to hear how he feels about this, how many kids he's got, or well, maybe that's interesting, especially when you're 90 years old having a kid. But I don't care about it anymore. I got to separate. Otherwise, I couldn't watch any more Robert De Niro movies. And that's bad because he's a good actor. He's a good actor, right? So yeah, there'll be a couple things going up this week. Interesting. Feel free to check them out and comment on it. I find everybody's opinion fascinating. The J-Lo thing about her son or daughter, I think that's going to be... I'm curious to see what's going to happen there. And it's funny that a J-Lo post gets over 1 million views, and anything else, murders and whatever, politics, Israel, Palestine, doesn't get that much talk. Hollywood related, entertainment news, what are you going to do? People want to hear that kind of stuff. They want to read that kind of stuff. They want to interact with that. I don't know. Maybe it's just to shut everything out, or I don't know. I haven't figured that one out yet. I hate to think people don't care about other world events, but because I don't think that's true. But I just think those other world events are just going to be there. But people like to discuss, and I don't know. Human interest, right? People like Hollywood and stuff. So, Vanessa's been gone for over 30 days. I lost track. I'd have to go back and see when that was. Maybe it's going on 2 months almost. Anybody know exactly? I wanted to say it was April something. I can't remember. Tammy, hey there. Julie, Lori. Yeah, anybody else famous? Hey, Matthew, I see you over there. Thanks for stopping by. So, I want to do a little vintage Vanessa. It's not a long video, just a little bit. It's Sunday night and everybody's getting ready for Monday. Oh, tomorrow's a holiday. So not everybody's going back to work. Regular people are. Or regular people are not. If you work for a government agency, chances are you've got the day off. So remember, Memorial Day is not a day of celebration. It's a day to remember and reflect. So keep that in mind. So I've got a video here. This is from, I can't even remember, last year at the earliest. I'll look it up. I already forgot when it was from. Let me see. Let me take a quick look. By the way, there's a fake trailer going around for a movie that's coming up. Anybody see this thing? The Scarface 2. Have you seen this? Where am I? MT Chronicles. 21st May of last year. So it's been, if this is correct, if the dates are correct, this is a video from last year.
And
this
so,
one right here. And this one has been posted at NoMoreChiskisLies. You can remember, you can catch it by the personality. Number 666. VT Jakes, and you'll find out why in a second. So we'll have a little fun with this. Never a dull moment. Hi, Jackie. All right, let's get with this and see where this went. This is only 15 minutes long. So, yeah. Hey, Vicky, let's get this going.
Obviously, when you choose to, go on the Lord's Day, because you're like, Lord, this is happening to me, and I just need to feel, the love of my, my Lord and Savior, right? In a house of worship.
I really hate when she says, my Lord and Savior. And then, 3 seconds later, she's cussing somebody out, right? Yeah, we've seen it.
And so I foolishly and naively, but you know what? It wasn't such foolish, because I should be able to go into any house of worship and feel any human should be able to go into any house of worship, and feel comfortable. Any house of worship.
Anybody ever change churches and just you, for whatever reason, you decide to change and visit somewhere else? Have you ever done that and have you felt uncomfortable going into a church? I'm trying to think if I have or not. I mean, I know when I walk in, I start sweating. But, oof, am I sweating so much when I'm walking into church? But I don't remember about feeling uncomfortable. I mean, there's an uneasiness because, you don't know anybody, that kind of thing. But usually, if you go to a different church, maybe you've been invited by somebody, so you're not like just going in, without knowing anybody, right? You got to hear this. I'll continue.
But I went into my local small town. The very devils and the very devils related to the very devils, and the very devils related to the very devils related to the very devils that was doing this to my life.
She walked into a church and said she saw the devils and the devils and the devils and the devils that did something to her life. So, you can pick a video from last month, 6 months ago, a year ago, 2, 3, 4, 5 years ago, and she will never accept responsibility for the stuff that she did. She will forever go down as being persecuted for no reason whatsoever. That's the Vanessa way. And that's why we're here. She's a liar, puts out a lot of crap, a lot of funkiness, and that's why I'm here. to regulate the funkiness. Everybody's got to know what's actual funk and what's Vanessa funk. There's good funk, and that's good. I feel like George Costanza talking about manure. Good funk is good, but then there's shady funk, and that's not good. And that's her.
That traumatized me. That traumatized me greatly.
Yo, Abel, what up?
And I remember going home and thinking and looking at these people and being like, because I was very righteous and I've always been very righteous all my whole life.
What? Righteous? Does she know what righteous means? I don't think you can use the word righteous and Vanessa in the same sentence. Ever. What righteous?
Because I was just born that way. And I remember looking and thinking, how can you be in here like this? Knowing what you've done to me.
There she goes, what they've done to her. Not that she put herself in jail 12 times, but other people did. And for those people who actually believe that, I'm going to say it. For the people that actually believe her, you guys are idiots. You're idiots. There's no other way to put it.
Ew. And then I would go to another one in town and it'd be the same thing. And I'd go to another one in town and it'd be the same thing. And I'd go to another one in town and it'd be the same thing. And it'd be like, Lord, no, I'm sorry. I tried it. I tried it. I cannot. And I know that I'm here. I know that I'm here for you. And I know that I'm here for your love. But how can I do it when I see the very people that hurt me?
She's trying to preach. That personality, number 666, that one comes with a Southern accent or a jive accent or ghetto accent, whatever you want to call it. Number 666 comes with that accent built in at no extra charge. It's like she's trying to preach. You know, if she might be a good preacher if she didn't bullshit all the time.
With their arms raised, washing themselves from the sins of having what they did to me.
And what did they do to you? That's what I want to know. What did they do to you? And she would answer, they had me arrested. Like, oh, so you didn't steal sunglasses? You didn't defraud the state for welfare fraud? That's all lies? And you notice she never talks about that ever.
Going out and still doing it to me. No. That turned me off. That turned me off. No. And then as the hate grew, as the hate from the rest of the Rio Grande Valley started to make little friends with the hate from my hometown. So then when I finally got it in me and said, you know what, Vanessa, just try to go to other churches farther away from you. Oh, don't worry. Yes, that's a good idea. Oh, don't you think I see the hateful faces on those hate pages?
I agree with this comment right here. Does anybody really believe she even was able to wake up on a Sunday morning and go to church? Do you really think she went to church and then to another church and then to another church and then to another church, like she says? Of course not.
It was the same thing. No. You on hate pages. All up in here with your arms up in the air, swinging left to right. And no. Playing instruments? No. Opening your little book. No matter what kind of church I went into, a Catholic one, there's a hater. Kneeling, getting up, kneeling, getting up, kneeling, getting up, kneeling, getting up, kneeling. There's a hater. From the hate pages, there you is.
At least they're kneeling at church and not the reason you kneel. Use your imagination. I'm not going to explain that one.
There you are, with your whole family too. With your whole family. And right now, when you walk out of here, there you will be on a hate page that targets me. Completely traumatized. Completely. Because remember, I tried going to church years ago, and the worst had not yet come. The worst had not yet come. So when the worst came, I knew I only had me.
There you go. A thief, a liar, a heathen walked into a church. And it's all the same person. That's the joke. That's the joke.
The Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, and that's it. I had no congregation.
Good one, Abel.
I had no brick and mortar building. I had nothing but the faith that was in me. And the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit. That's it. That's all I had.
Hi, Kara. Hey, Jeanette.
That's all I had.
Lori, Jen.
Because there was no way that anybody was going to drag me into any of these houses of worship so that I could sit there next to the very people that are on all of these pages of that which that I'm fasting from.
Preach! She's giving a sermon from her car. Hallelujah! VT Jakes. That's good. Get it? Now you get it? Oh, she's looking into your soul. She's got to stare a little before she speaks.
And you want to come over here on my page on the Lord's Day? I rebuke you. I rebuke you. And I will time you out.
We rebuke you.
Here, and you will hear me.
Demon, go back. Get out of here. I got a real one hanging over there.
Now let me see about my coffee. How's everybody else doing?
If it's the Lord's Day, how come you're not in church? You know, I'm not going to be a hypocrite. I'm not going to say, "Oh yeah, I go to church every Sunday." I used to go with my sister. Not my place in particular, so I got to find my own. So I'm not even going to start to pretend that I go all the time. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to say that. But I don't believe her. If it's Sunday, why are you sitting? Is she at a cemetery or where is she? I can't tell. And being at a cemetery is not the same as being in church, Vanessa, in case you didn't know. Hey, Luke, Ashley, welcome everyone who's just joined us. VT Jakes is preaching from the car. This is from a year ago. Oh, let me go back just a little bit.
Now let me see about my coffee. How's everybody else doing?
Was she doing the McDonald's coffee, or was she doing the Starbucks thing back then?
Thank you.
It was like, I think I saw the McDonald's coffee.
Thank you. Yes, Miss Kelly. A lot of people use the church to cloak their real low vibration going into a sanctuary. No, it's true. They go in there, they be hanging on all their family. They go all dressed up, putting on their Sunday's best. What you putting on your Sunday's best for? You be sitting on your sofa with your little hole in your t-shirt and your stain on your t-shirt all Monday through Saturday. All up on the hate pages, doing all the ungodly, unchristly things. For what? So that you and your family can go and put on your Sunday's best, and you can go and you can hang your horns in the entrance of that church and then walk out and then just put them back on your head again. All of y'all. I said it. I am one of this world's most hated.
Oh, God.
They all had to come together to try to ruin my life or to make sure that I took my life.
Everybody, why don't you type in the comments, who are actually some of the most hated people? And for good reason. And have been. Hitler. That's one, right? Anybody else? Put in who you think are some of the actual most hated people. I don't care if it's entertainment, politics, whatever. World leaders, past, present, whatever. Who are some actual people that deserve, I guess nobody deserves hate, but for what they've done, yes, they deserve hate. But Hitler, yeah. Oh, maybe. Oh, John Wayne Gacy, yeah. People like that, they're Osama bin Laden, yep, he got taken care of. Ultimate karma. Vanessa. Maybe. Really? Is she that hated? I haven't watched that her a very long time. I can only watch like this little amount. It doesn't attract. Jim Jones, yeah. He talked a lot of people into suicide, and that's where you get the term "drink the Kool-Aid." If you didn't know, look up Jim Jones, the Guyana tragedy. That's what he did. Charles Manson, yeah, that's a good one. Well, Trump is hated, but he's really misunderstood. Really, seriously. I don't want to get politics right now. I really don't. We're gonna have politics coming up. This is election year, so we're getting there. I promise. Jeffrey Dahmer, yeah. Oh, Yolanda Saldivar. Do you know who that is? The woman who shot Selena. She gets a lot of hate. She does. And deserving? I think so. She had no business shooting Selena, even pointing a gun at her. So I don't know why. I'll never understand that. She could stay in jail forever, as far as I'm concerned. Harvey Weinstein, yep. Now P. Diddy is getting hate, yep. And Chapo, people hate him, yeah. Barney the dinosaur, he's hated. I think he's hated because somebody decided we should have a purple dinosaur talk to kids, and it's not Barney's fault. It's not Barney. The Teletubbies, I get that. Putin, absolutely. Jar Jar Binks, I have no idea who that is. Any of the mass shooters? Yes, I agree. Chris B. I don't know who that is. I don't know some of these people. Anyone who preys on children, 100% agree. Kim Jong-un, yeah. See, these are actual people that have done very bad things that the world hates them for. If you talk to somebody in Korea, South Korea, not North Korea. And you say, do you know who Vanessa Tijerina is? Do you hate her? And they're going to go, who the fuck is that? She has delusions of grandeur. Grandeur. That's how you say it. Delusions of grandeur. She said grandeur. It's not delusions of grandeur. Bill Cosby, yeah, another one. Prince William. I don't know why he needs to be hated. Maybe his own country, or his own people, or his own family, perhaps. Andrew Netanyahu should not be hated. He really shouldn't. Hamas should be hated. O.J. Simpson, yes. So yeah, these are all valid reasons, and most all of these are valid. They have reasons that why people hate actual people, actual hate.
Are you kidding? What? And I'm not going to talk about it.
Talk about it. Talk about
damned.
it.
And then a man wants to show me some kindness. What you want to do? Some of you heathens are having marital problems yourselves.
I like how she calls other people heathens. If other people are heathens and they've not been arrested 12 times, haven't fought for their kids, stole from their county and state, then what are you? What do you consider yourself? She's gonna say a saint. That's what she would say. An angel. What does she call herself? Angelic?
The very heathens giving me problems or having marital problems yourselves, and then you're here trying to ruin any kind of connection that you may see that a man may be showing me any kind of affection. What you doing when you have marital problems? Because, honey, I'm single.
Okay, so Vanessa is a LVN, and she's been practicing as a home health care nurse, we believe. But when she was live before she went offline, like before we believe she's restricted from Facebook, she was not in scrubs a lot. She was not going to work every day, so we don't know what's up with her. Anybody look up her license lately? There.
Honey, I'm single. Honey, I'm single. Honey, I'm single. Do I have to say it 10 times for you to realize how simple, the power that such a simple statement is really trying to make? Honey, I'm single. If you're a hater that targets me in a marriage that's very shaky,
her license is still there, still current.
Message, ruin, want me single for life. Honey, I'm single. It's not.
Honey, you ruin yourself. Ain't nobody ruined nothing for you. I don't know where I don't understand. Mental illness. You got to keep going to that.
Not up to me to follow any kind of marital rules because I'm single. Miss Linda, I'm on a hate fast, but sweetheart, if I'm on a hate fast.
Wait a minute.
I'm on a hate fast. My name's not Lady. My name's Vanessa S. Tijerina. And if you're watching this from any other page than mine, then please come over to my page.
What is this? He ate his own mother's ashes for money on the live stream. Who? What? Anybody know about this? Orlando. Chris B. Hahn. Is that who you're talking about? What the? I can't. I gotta look that up. He ate his mother's ashes. Are you for real? What the? Anybody know about this? First time I hear about that. That's extremely disturbing. I mean, extremely. And you got to say it like that. Extremely. You have to say it like that. Holy crap.
Please come over to my page. Please come over to my page. Don't be like Miss Linda Ramos, who is literally, I can see right through that which I'm fasting from. You don't want to, please get away with your hate, with your fake empathy. That is fake empathy. You just wanted an excuse to show your face on my page. That's all you wanted. You probably wanted them shaky marriages. Because no one that is happy in their lives would come over here with fake empathy. Because anybody that really, really feels the way that you wrote right there, and the person that liked it, Miss Connie Weatherford. Why am I not surprised that it's somebody, of a certain melanin challenged group, a certain kind of ladies, and I'm using that term loosely.
You catch that bit of racism there, racist comments? He said somebody's melanin challenged. He's talking about WAP people. I mean, look at her. If you really want to get down to it. If you didn't know her features, would you? She don't look brown in a traditional sense. What is that thing she keeps dangling on there? It's not going to help.
I'm not surprised that 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 100 of them come and like your comments. I wouldn't be surprised. Your comment is a catch-all. They ain't even smart enough to stay away from your comment. They're like, let me out myself as a low-key hater. Let me go like this comment of Linda Ramos's. That's how foolish they are. Because that's how foolish you were. To come here with your fake empathy. Because let me tell you something. The people that really silently watch me, they don't do that. They don't come to my page and say, you need massive help. No.
Well, just because they don't say it. I mean, how many people watch her page and look at her and don't say shit? But they all know that she's, cuckoo, Everybody knows. There's no secret.
They pray for me. They know I need help. They know I need massive help. But not the kind of help that you are trying to say that I need. That's why I'm getting all these hearts right now. Because they know what I'm saying is true. You're the problem. You're one of the biggest problems. You're but the face of those people with fake empathy. You're but the face. You right now, Linda Ramos, just made yourself the face of that which I am fasting from. Really, you made yourself the face of hate.
Oh, this is what she said. She was hate fasting. Remember that? I'm hate fasting. Yeah, I remember that. It's on one of my t-shirts. You can buy it. I'm hate fast. I think if she said I'm hate fasting, I put it on a t-shirt. You can go to Manny's merch.store. Just like that. Manny's merch.store. Check out a bunch of those t-shirts.
You did. You really, really did. Lady, don't come at me with lady. My name's Vanessa. Vanessa.
Sheesh.
Misty Helena to you. Yes, ma'am. And on the Lord's day. V to my friends, Nessa to my family, Stephanie to those that really know me, Steph to those that know me really closely, Stefana to those that know me since I was a child. But to you, Miss Ramos, it is Misty Helena. It ain't Lady.
Miss Jackson, if you're nasty. Is that what she's trying to do? You know, for as much as I've seen this over and over and over on different videos, and then you take a break, you know, she goes offline, she keeps deactivating so people don't complain on her and stuff. Or I just don't watch anymore because I get tired of it. But then you come back and watch it, and it's still amazing. Like, it's like fascinating, like a train wreck. It is, but you just can't stop watching it. And the stuff she says is like, dang, did you really say that? It's true.
Because that is something that is reserved for something that is reciprocal. And I do not consider you a lady, ma'am. Especially after you came over here like that with me. Fake empathy. No one's going to see me burn the hell out my mouth. Let me cool that down.
We want to see her burn her tongue.
You need massive help. Yes, I need massive help. I don't need no help from no fake empathy, hateful people. None for y'all coming over here and y'all just want to grandstand on my page.
Christy, Rachel, Ashley, Brenda.
Like, what is your background? You don't have no background. You don't have no license.
Nicole.
You don't have no degree. Because believe me, I would screenshot that if you did. But you don't. You don't have you're not a counselor. You're not a therapist. You don't have nothing of the sort. Nothing. You just didn't like that I said I'm single. I'm single. And why would hateful people who are in shaky marriages in this world want to keep me from getting locked down? Why would you want your target from getting locked down? Why would you do everything in the world to try to keep your target from getting locked down when you are in a shaky marriage and she can do whatever the hell she wants because she is single? Do you not think that critically? And you didn't like that I said that, and you came over here with your fake empathy.
And there it is. Real short. It's only like 14 minutes. Hey, Brenda. Hi, everyone. Well, somebody said or asked, why do you show this buffoon? Oh, this is when she was talking to Mr. Taylor. You guys remember when she was talking to Mr. Taylor? The guy from the UK? And she turned into a little puppy dog. I mean, she was somebody most of us had never seen before. Do you remember that? Maybe I'll pull that one up tomorrow and I'll show that one. The reason that one, I thought about showing that tonight. I didn't because she had Mr. Taylor on live. His phone or his mic on his phone or whatever it was very muffled, and the way he speaks, it was very. You heard a lot of that, and it was really annoying. But maybe tomorrow I'll do it anyway, and you can see how she got. She was smitten. You know what smitten is? She was smitten. She was on cloud nine, and I don't know how else to explain it. She was like all of a sudden she was like, and she didn't speak much. She was just as if she was sedated or something. It was so weird. It was funny. It was so weird that it was funny. What's everybody doing tomorrow? Anybody doing anything for Memorial Day? Remember, it's not a celebration, so think about all your brothers and sisters, your fellow Americans who have given up their lives so that you can do what you do, I can do what I do, and so that she can do what she does, unfortunately. Yeah. And so that all those people on TikTok, is it just my algorithm? Anybody else on TikTok? You see all these fake, I call them fake, but they're funded by somebody, they're activists or something. But all these pages that in the background says, Biden is the best president, Trump is the worst, prove me wrong, or whatever. There's a whole bunch of those. And there's a whole other bunch. Trans women are women in the background. Trans women are women. And that's all it is. I mean, TikTok is a big, giant, liberal, radical liberal fantasy playland. Mary Helen. Why am I coming at her? I've been going at her. A lot of people have. Because she's a liar. She's a crook. She's a criminal. Because she's accusing 3 people of doing something to her that they didn't do. That's the real reason. I said it a lot before. I said, if she would back off, yeah, I think we're going to do this video tomorrow. I always said if she would back off from trying to blame 3 specific people from giving her a beating she took Christmas Eve 2020. I would back off a little bit. Because this one has been trying to get into politics. She hasn't won anything, but she's been trying. And I'll be damned if we let her do that. So if I have anything to do with it, I don't want her to be in any kind of politics, not representing my state or my fellow counties next door. Nope. No. Mary Helen, she only had pictures. Okay, the beating took place. It happened. But not for the reason she says. She says she was beaten. Well, she said a couple of different things. And I'm going to show you the real reason in a minute. But she said she was beaten to shut her up because she was going against the police. That's why she got beat up. She was against law enforcement. And then on another occasion, she said she was speaking out against other politicians. With my cat. What's wrong? That she was speaking out against other politicians, and that's why they had her beat up. Come here. Sorry, that's my cat Cutie. If she'll let me carry her, I'll show her. Come here, come here, come here. She don't like to be carried. Anyway, so she blames 3 people. I'll say the names: Ophelia, Frank, and John Allen. And these are people who had nothing to do with it. Yeah, she blames them. She says she has proof. And I said, show me the proof. And guess what? I'll be with you. I'll support you in getting these people arrested. If that's true, prove it to me, and I'll be right there next to you. She's never come up with the proof. Why? Because there isn't any proof. I'm looking for the video. I think I got it here. I'm looking. So, Mary Ellen, if you've been over there watching her stuff, that's okay. I'm not telling you not to watch. You can watch. It's a free country. You can watch whatever you want. But don't fall for her BS. She only gives you a little bit of information. She doesn't tell you the whole entire truth. Yeah, a second. I'm looking for a particular video. And we try not to be too critical of people that watch her. Oh, dang, where did it go? Only because you guys don't know the whole truth. You only know what she tells you. She's not going to tell you the whole truth. Oh, man, where's the video? Well, I have to look it up. Maybe tomorrow I'll pop it in. Hang on. Let me look one other place here. I apologize. I had it here. I might have archived it, which I believe I did. Hang on. Let me check one more place. I know I have it. Or it's on my TikTok page. Hang on, let me scan one more time. One more time. Oh, God, he's funny. I think we're going to revisit a lot of these, because some of these are just... Nope, I'll have to keep searching for it. My apologies. Dang it. Anyway, she blamed the beating on her ex-boyfriend's new girlfriend. That's what she blamed the beating on. and she said it, and she said it on a few occasions. But then, because she's got so much hate for this other person that's on YouTube, which is Ophelia, they don't get along, even though they're neighbors. And you know, nobody really hates Vanessa. I don't hate her. She calls me a hater. My page a hate page. And NoMoreChiskisLies, she calls it a hate page. She calls us hate pages, but we're not hate pages. Just trying to disprove her and tell some actual truth about some situations that she keeps coming up with. No, she's still licensed. It's still current. No. So yeah, so I'll dig up that video for tomorrow. She did blame me one time too. And I was not in town, thank goodness. And back then, I don't even think I interviewed her as part of another page that I was with, but I didn't, I was not following her like now. But she did blame me. She did say she was in fear that I would SA her, the R word. You know what I'm talking about? She said she feared for that I would her. And sometimes people go really low to try to get a point across or something. So, just to be clear, very clear, I would not touch her with a 10-foot pole. I see Luke. Luke is in the house. Hey, Luke, how you doing? And I'll say this. I hope, excuse me for being crude. All right? It's after 10:30, so I want to be a little crude. Luke, I wouldn't fuck her with Luke's dick. All right? I just wouldn't. I had no interest. No interest. Not even this amount of interest. You see that little tiny bit? Not even that amount of interest. Completely not interested. Never have been. Frankly, I think it's the other way around. If you got to be perfectly honest, I think it's the other way around. But I don't even want to talk about that either, because that's. I feel like I gotta take a shower now. I got like the heebie-jeebies. That's what I got right now. You know what the heebie-jeebies are? I'm gonna try to get my cat. Here's my cat. That's cutie. Cutie. You don't like being carried. Anyway, yeah, I'll dig up that video and we'll do some more stuff tomorrow. We'll go back, do some vintage VT Chronicles and talk about some other stuff. I'll see if I can get banned. If I go early enough, no, tomorrow's Monday. It'll probably be a 9:30, 10 o'clock show, something like that. So mark that on your, I have to work. I do have a square job, unlike what Vanessa keeps putting out there. So that's all I got for tonight, everyone. Thanks for hanging out with me for a little bit. Hope you enjoyed that little video and that little commentary that went along with it. So I want to take a poll here, just real quick before you guys go. Nobody leave yet. Nobody leave yet. Hey, Susan. Hey, Nicole. Christina. Ruth. What up, Ruth? Would you guys be interested in if we did one of these VT Chronicles showing a video and stuff? And I know a lot of you make your comments and you have your opinions and you put your opinions there. Would any of you be interested in maybe calling in? Or if I gave you a link, do you want to go live with it for a few minutes and let it out on how you feel about Vanessa or anything for that matter, but mostly about Vanessa? Your opinion on things that she says or how you feel, because you know she's not going to let you talk if you go with her. Would you guys be interested in something like that? Because we're toying with doing like a call-in segment, and if you want to be on video too, that's okay too. But if you don't, there's a way to do it where you don't have to be on video. It'll just be the audio, and we're thinking that could be interesting. Definitely interesting. Yes, 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 absolutely. Yes, yes. Sign me up. Hey, Chris Baker. I think that would be interesting too. Yes, Manny. Why did I think of her? What do you mean? What do you mean? Why did I think of her? Yeah, Avon. And what about it? Some people keep bringing it. Why does that bother people so much? It bothers people. That's one of my little side hustles. And there's the link. And if you can't see the link there, do I have it up here somewhere? Right here. I am an authorized Avon representative. Nowadays, you can shop direct from Avon.com. Click on that link. You can do all your shopping. You pay online. They send you stuff directly, ships right to your door. I don't see any billing info and none of that stuff. All I do is I get a message that says, "Oop, so-and-so place an order." This is what the stuff that they ordered. So if you like that, or if you know anybody who likes Avon and wants to, feel free to share that link. Much appreciated. Shopwithmanny.com. So why did that trigger so many people? You know, the truth is sometimes nowadays it takes more than one hustle to get by or do whatever you want to do. Shouldn't even have to explain it, you know. I don't know. Anyway. All right, that's all I got for tonight. Everyone have a great night. Look for me tomorrow online. I'll put it out there as soon as I figure out what time. And then we'll do another video and some other stuff. Cool. If you're interested in the going live with your opinion, like joining me on live for a few minutes, you know, we can just spend a couple of minutes per person or something and get your rant out. I think that could be fun. We'll do a little poll or a little comment about it, and you guys can let us know in the comments what you think. Sound good? What is this? Updates? Okay. All right, that's all I got for now. Have a great Sunday night. Have an enjoyable, restful Memorial Day. Don't forget to remember those who have passed. Think about all those people that are fighting for you and have fought for you and have passed. Have a good night, everybody.